Hi everybody, it's Miss Marie, and today I would like to talk to you about animal adaptations. What is an animal adaptation? Well, it is something that happens to an animal over time. It evolves over time, where the animal changes to fit the environment that it lives in, or it changes to be able to get food better, or maybe it changes in order to attract a mate. So there are different adaptations that animals do, and we have some really fun series books at the library in those series bins that we have that are all fun colors. And I'm going to show you two different series that are about animal adaptations, and then I'm going to read to you from one of them, and then we're going to do a little activity, which hopefully you picked up the kit. If not, you probably have these things around your house. You could do it too. The first one, it comes from this series. I believe it is called, I don't know if this has a series, I guess it's Picture Book Science is what it's called. But this one is called Stinkfights, Earwax, and Other Marvelous Animal Adaptations. And some of the other ones in this series are on the back, sunscreen and frog sickles. So there's different ways that animals, amphibian adaptations, bird adaptations, fish adaptations, and reptile adaptations. So all the different types of animals, the groups of animals, and how they adapt to their environment. So that was a really fun one that I think you would enjoy. And the other series is this one. And this is the What If You Had Animal Blank. So this one is What If You Had Animal Eyes. They do animal ears, animal noses, animal teeth, animal tails. So it's a really fun series where they do these wacky illustrations giving you the animal eyes or whatever body part, ears. And then you get to find out why those animals had that adaptation and what it would mean for you if you had that adaptation. So I'm going to read to you from this one because I think it's really fun. What If You Had Animal Eyes? It is by Sandra Markle and illustrated by Howard McWilliam, and is published by Scholastic. And here we see a kid waking up in the morning. What if one day when you woke up, the eyes on your face weren't yours? What if overnight, a wild animal's eyes took their place? Oh goodness, I guess it would depend on the wild animal. Let's see. Oh my goodness, what if a chameleon's eyes took over? Look at that. A chameleon's eyes stick out like twin telescopes. These cone-shaped bumps are actually fused together eyelids that are open just enough to peek through. This limits the chameleon's view, but those eyes can do something tricky. Each eye moves separately. That way the chameleon can look for prey, such as crickets, in two directions at once. So they go in different directions. And here it tells you that if you had those eyes for like a chameleon, you could look around the toy store fast and easily find what you want. And there we see the eyes going in different directions, looking around the toy store. What if you had eagle eyes, the golden eagle's eyes? Well, a golden eagle has laser sharp vision. This bird can see up to 8 times better than most people. It can also spot its prey up to 2 miles away. In a flash, the golden eagle can shift its eyes from focusing on something far away to something up close. This is perfect for keeping an eagle eye on and catching a fast hopping rabbit. Now, if you had eagle eyes, you could sit up high in the stadium and still see the football game. So that would be pretty great. You could get the cheap seats all the way in the back and still see really, really well. That's fun. Oh, dragonfly eyes. Oh my goodness. A dragonfly's eyes are huge. They have to be because each dragonfly eye has up to 30,000 tiny lenses. A human eye has only one lens. Scientists aren't sure how a dragonfly's brain creates images from all those lenses. But they believe having so many lenses lets the dragonfly spot movement fast. That's how the dragonfly can see a flying mosquito in time to catch it. And here's an up-close picture of the dragonfly's eyes. And you can see there's many little tiny bumps on there, and those are all different lenses. Now, if you had dragonfly eyes, you would be a star reporter because you'd never miss any of the action. And there's his dragonfly eyes zooming around, catching all the action. Ooh, clouded leopard. A clouded leopard's eyes have a special mirror-like layer at the back. This layer reflects back the light from the retina, through the retina, the part of the eye packed with light-sensing cells. This helps the clouded leopard see well in the dim light at nighttime. That mirror-like layer is also what makes the clouded leopard's eyes seem to glow. And it says, if you had the clouded leopard's eyes, you'd never be surprised in a dark, haunted house. True, because they would be able to see everything. So, not scared. She's not scared of the haunted house. Everybody else is, because she can see everything. A bullfrog, oh my goodness. A bullfrog's eyes are on top of its head, so the frog can hide underwater and still watch out for enemies. Its eyes are also wide apart. That way, a bullfrog can nearly see all the way around itself without turning its head. But these eyes help a bullfrog do more than just see. When a bullfrog swallows, it closes its big eyes. Its eyes sink down through the openings in its skull to help push the meals down into its throat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the eyes helped push the food down. If you had bullfrog's eyes, a blink would let you swallow a big bite. Oh my goodness. He's got a big, you can see a big bite in there, just like the bullfrog has like a puffy chest. He's pushing down food. Oh my goodness. Let's see, I'm gonna skip through some because it's such a long book, but it's really fun. Oh, this is different. The yellow mongoose. A yellow mongoose's eyes have rectangular pupils. Ours are round, theirs are rectangular. This gives it a very wide view of its world. That means the mongoose can easily spot insects and lizards to catch and eat. It also keeps watch for hunters such as jackals sneaking up from the far left or right. When there is danger, the special eye helps it spot escape routes. The yellow mongoose is mainly active during the daytime when it can see the best. If you had yellow mongoose eyes, you'd always win at laser tag because he always can see his friend coming around the corner. I think goats have eyes like this too, with the rectangular pupil. The colossal squid. That means very big. A colossal squid has the biggest eyes in the world. Each eye is as big as a soccer ball. At the back of each eye is a part that produces its own light. It's like having built-in flashlights that are always on and glowing brightly. This makes it easy for the colossal squid to find fish to eat, even though it lives down deep in the ocean where it's always dark. And there's a kid with the colossal eyes of a giant squid. If you had colossal squid eyes, you could go on nighttime hikes without a flashlight. No need for the flashlight, they're built in. There's so many neat ones, I don't know. I don't know which one to read last. Let's do one more. Let's do the desert horned viper. Let's do a reptile. A desert horned viper's eyes have clear eyelids that do not open or close. That means this snake can't blink to clean its eyes, but it doesn't need it to. Its eyelids work like safety goggles. Because it lives in hot deserts, the viper usually waits until it's cooler at night to go hunting. Then this snake's slit-shaped pupils open wide so it can find a mouse or a lizard for dinner. And there are two kids with the, or no, actually just one kid with the viper's eyes. If you had horned viper eyes, you wouldn't need safety goggles to do science experiments, right? Because it has a lid that comes down and is clear. Actually, no, it doesn't. It says it has clear eyelids, so they're built-in safety goggles. It doesn't need to close its eyes. It has clear eyelids. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, so let's read the conclusion of the book. Wild animal eyes could be fun for a while, but you don't need your eyes to light the way or look in two different directions at once, and you never use your eyes to spot something miles away or help you swallow your dinner. So if you could keep wild animal eyes for more than one day, which kind would be right for you? Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the eagle eyes because then I could see far away. Luckily, you don't have to choose. Your eyes will always be people eyes. They'll be what you need to read books, check out the stars at night, and see the people you love all of the time. So we're always going to have people eyes, and that's a good thing because our eyes work really well. And here it tells you what's so special about your eyes and how to keep your eyes healthy and how the eye works. So this is just a really neat book for you to try out. Like I said, they have a whole bunch of different ones. Animal noses, animal feet, all kinds of fun things that you could read about. So please check them out at the library and let me know what you think. All right, I'm going to turn the camera down now so that you can see what I have here, which is my bag full of stuff to make an animal of my own. It can be a creature, it doesn't have to be an animal. It could kind of be some sort of alien if you like. We're gonna make it, and then you're gonna tell me what kind of adaptations it has and what environment it would be best suited for. So let's see, let me open up my Play-Doh here. Got 2 different colors of Play-Doh, a bunch of wiggle eyes, some feathers, some pom-poms, some pipe cleaners, and I brought in some glue in case I need them to put the eyes on. So first I'm gonna think of, where would I like my animal to live? I really personally love areas like where it's a little bit cool, like mountains. So let's make an animal for the mountains. I'm gonna make it, oh, you know what? I think if my animal lives in the mountains, it's gonna need 4 legs for climbing. I probably should get a scissor to cut this one too, but I can do that later. So let's give it some legs for climbing. Actually, mine can have 3 legs. Just needs legs that are good at scampering up the mountainside. Don't need to cut anything, but you can cut pipe cleaners. You just need some scissors. Usually the kids' safe scissors can. All right, so I've got legs for scrambling up the mountainside. Okay. And let's make this, I'm gonna have a head. I'm not sure what kind of eyes I want to give it. Maybe I can give it 2 different types of eyes. Maybe one eye that's good at finding food that this animal likes to eat. And maybe another eye that's good for swiveling around, like that chameleon eye, to keep track of, oh, didn't realize I had one in there. Let's take that one out. Another eye that's good at keeping track of the side so it can see predators coming. So I'll turn that eye sideways. Good. Now, oh, maybe it should have an eye in the back of its head so it can watch the back too. Let's see, let's put a little glue on there. Put this on the back of the head. That way it can keep track. So it's got an eye for hunting for food, an eye for keeping track on the side, and an eye in the back. There we go. So it's got an eye in the back of its head, which is kind of funny. And since it's in the mountains, it's probably pretty cold up there. So I'm going to give it some feathers that it can wrap around itself for warmth. But yet my animal doesn't fly because it doesn't need to. It's got these great long legs for climbing. So there we go. I have some extra pieces, but I don't know if I need to use all of them. And I have created my own creature to live in the mountains with long legs for scrambling up the side of the mountains and climbing, feathers for warmth because it gets cold there at night, and eyes literally all around its head so it can keep track of predators and also search for its own food. So why don't you make up something for me and let me know what you come up with your animal adaptations. All right, have a great day. I'll see you next week.